Pre-rotation, Iron Hand ZX was a one of or two of attacker in decks like Miraidon and Chen Pao. Now it is the star of its own deck, and it's awesome. So today we're going to look at the hottest new deck in the Pokemon trading card game, Future Hands. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this Future Hands deck. We're going to start with Miraidon EX, which has 230 HP, lightning type Pokemon, and it's got two great moves. Arm Press for 2 lightning and a colorless does 160 damage, and Ampy Very Much for 1 lightning and 3 colorless does 120 damage, and if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, you get to take an extra prize. So you're taking 2 prizes on single prizes and 3 prizes on 2 prize Pokemon, which is fantastic. And these attacks get even better thanks to Iron Crown EX with its Cobalt Command ability, where attacks from your future Pokemon, except Iron Crown EX, do 20 more damage. And we've got 4 Iron Crowns in this deck, and I wouldn't necessarily put a booster capsule on Iron Hands, but you can boost its damage up by a maximum of 100 for these attacks, which is absolutely nuts. And you don't necessarily need to boost that much. Oftentimes you just boost by a little bit and you are hitting breakpoints with both attacks that make this deck way more dangerous. So yeah, we've got the Iron Crown here, not really used for the attack, but you can attack with this card in this deck in a jam. Twin Shuttles does 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, and this goes through effects that block damage normally, like Manaphy. So just 50 snipe, not bad. You're not really using this card for that attack though. And then powering things up is Miraidon. This is such a good card, and I'm finding this out now playing the deck. I didn't realize pre-rotation that this was going to be this good, but it's busted. 110 HP, Dragon type, peak acceleration, does 40 damage, and you search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your future Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. And with the Iron Crowns on the board, you can do over 100 damage, and with a future booster capsule, you're capping out at like 160, something like that. A lot. And you're not going to boost all the way up, really, if you're taking out small basic Pokemon like that evolve. You're taking a prize and then you're accelerating energy to your Iron Hands. That's amazing. So really great first attacker going second. In particular, you want to go second with this deck. And then we've got 1 Mew EX for drawing cards. One of the biggest flaws of this deck is that it can have difficulty sometimes getting cards, which is why I like the Mew EX here for a little bit of extra draw. So our counts here, we've got 3 Iron Hands, 4 Iron Crown, 2 Miraidon, and 1 Mew EX. We go with the 3 Iron Hands instead of 4 because it feels really bad to start the Iron Hands EX. And 3, I find most of the time is enough. It does suck when you prize 2, but that's very rare. And really you want to start with the Miraidon or the Iron Crown to get the ball rolling. Iron Crown at the very least is pretty easy to get out of the active with a future booster capsule or the Switch Cart, which we have in this deck. For trainer cards, we've got 2 copies of Iono for hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and draw equal to the number of prizes they have remaining. This can be a great disruption card and potentially a recovery card if you're behind on prizes, forcing your opponent to take fewer cards than you. We've got 2 copies of Pokégear 3.0, lets you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and grab a supporter you find there and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Because this deck doesn't really have a draw engine, I like using Pokégear to try and dig deeper into the deck, find those Ionos and researches, or Arvens in particular, and potentially grab those. Or if you've got the wrong supporter in hand, Pokégear can help you grab the right one. Like say you've got a Professor's Research, but you really need Boss's Orders, Pokégear could help you dig for that boss. 3 copies of Research, discard your hand, draw 7. Electric Generator is here. We've got 4 copies of them in order to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and attach up to 2 basic lightning energy you find there and attach them to your Pokemon. Great for powering up Iron Hands. I personally could do with a bit more in my deck. I've got 13 right now, which is okay. I was not able to find room for more, but if you can find room, I've seen people with more, absolutely crank that up as high as you can. I love Lost Vacuum in this deck. It's such a good tech card for just a lot of different decks, like Maximum Belt, taking that off so you're not getting one-shotted, or taking out stuff like Bravery Charms or Hero's Capes so that you can get that Ampy Very Much play on smaller Pokemon, or yeah, those are the big ones, right? So, and getting rid of Baton in the mirror match. If you can vacuum away Baton from your opponent's Iron Hands, you can pretty much steal the game from there. So Lost Vacuum, great card in this deck. 2 copies of Counter Catcher. When you're behind on prizes, you can just gust with an item card instead of a supporter. Really nice. 4 copies of Future Booster Capsule. Gives you plus 20 damage and free retreat. I love having a bunch of Future Booster Capsules for that extra damage, and pretty much being able to pivot with whatever Pokemon you want is really nice. 2 copies of Boss's Orders for gusting a bench Pokemon into the active. I still like to have a couple of these because I feel like I'm not always behind on prizes, and when I'm ahead or it's tied, I still want to be able to boss up the right targets. 2 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. In particular, I like to have 2 of these to try and get Mew out. We do have Techno Radar where you get to discard a card and get 2 future Pokemon, and that's amazing, but it's not going to get us our Mew on the board. So I like having the Nest Ball just as some extra search for our Pokemon, as well as a way of getting Mew out. Heavy Baton is a new card from Temporal Forces, where if the Pokemon this is attached to has a retreat cost of exactly 4, you can move 3 energy from that Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like if they get knocked out by damage. Is it knocked out by damage? Yeah, it's knocked out by damage. So Frenzy Gouging, not going to work. But if they just get knocked out, you can move that energy, which helps you chain the Iron Hands attacks over and over again. And this can also help you because we've got 1 Psychic Energy here. So you can attach a Psychic Energy to Iron Hands to cover the colorless cost, and then move that energy eventually to Miraidon, where its Sparking Strike does 160 base damage. But at the end of the game, if you've got 4 Iron Crowns here, you're now doing 240. With the Booster Capsule, you're hitting 260 damage with the single prizer, enough to take out pretty much any basic EX in the game, and that's phenomenal. Another new card here, Prime Catcher. It's basically Cross Switcher, where you get to switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with an active, and then you do the same. And this is like a phenomenal card in this deck, because even if the attacker you want is in the active, you probably have something with free retreat, whether it's Mew or a Pokemon with the booster capsule. So it's basically just item-based boss's orders whenever you want, and it works so good in this deck. We have 1 Switch Cart where you can move a basic and heal 30 damage. You're not using it really to heal, but I do like it as a way of getting Iron Hands out of the active, so you can move Miraidon in and accelerate without having to put the future booster capsule on a Iron Hands. Now, it's not necessarily the end of the world if Iron Hands has future booster capsule on it, but you really want the Heavy Baton on Iron Hands so that it can move that energy around. Also have 2 Town Store to grab our tools, whether it's the Heavy Batons or the future booster capsules, so that all of our Pokemon are teched out. Last but not least, we've got 1 Psychic Energy and 13 basic Lightning Energy. General game plan, we want to start the game going second with Miraidon, using Peak Acceleration to get energy on our Iron Hands, and then from there, using Iron Hands to either hit really hard with Arm Press or steal extra prizes with Amp You Very Much. And potentially in a jam, you could even use Miraidon or Iron Crown as an endgame attacker by using Baton to move energy, including that Psychic Energy, onto one of them to clean up. All right, let's get to these matches. Oh, yikes. So this kind of sucks, right? We have to top deck an energy right now, or I guess we could also get like double generator. No, we can't double generator. Yeah, we just lose anyway, so it wasn't looking great. Can we top deck an energy, please? If we top deck an energy, like, we'll figure the rest out. But yeah, no energy in hand right now is really bad. Okay, they put the energy on the one on the bench. That's a reasonable take right there. Energy. Okay, what if I did this? What if I did this? No, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's go and grab Iron Hands, Iron Crown. Right? And I'm going to gamble here. We're going to go all in because I'm not confident in where this is going at all. So we're going to go and put the Baton on, and let's go Electric Generator. We hit 1. That kind of sucks, but we get 1 more kick at the can here. Let's go Electric Generator again. We're going all in on this strat. All in on this strat. And I guess we just grab another capsule. Yeah. I need to hit double here or we're screwed. No! I could Prime Catcher right now. I really don't. I don't care. I don't care. They have it or they don't? Yeah, I could have done that. I didn't. Yeah, I would have taken out 2 cards. So yeah, Arven for first would have been better. Let's see. They might be stuck too. Squovit's kind of annoying. That gives them... Now, if they brick on the Squovit, we're good. Well, we're better. Damn it! Wow, that sucks. That sucks. If we can top deck an energy, we can take out the Charmeleon. That might not even be the best way to go about it. We might just want to go in with the Miraidon anyway. See, now they've got 2 energy on. Like, let's see. Let's see. Energy. Switch Cart. Still can't do anything. Okay. Is it going to be that kind of game? Yeah, I could have. It's weak to dark, PGHM, so I would have gotten destroyed. Also, I please ask to chill on the coaching. I'll play it straight. If I lose, I lose. That is fine. Okay, we get Iono. That's fine. Do I Prime Catcher? I don't think I Prime Catcher now. I don't think so. Like, let's refresh our hand, and hopefully we can just get better set up. Yep. We get counter catcher like here. Do we take out the boss? I think we get rid of boss so we can get better set up. Or no, we can get rid of the do we want to get rid of the Miraidon? And we just play it straight Iron Hands? I don't know how I feel about that. I might regret it. The Miraidon can be a really good attacker, but I don't want to lose boss right now. I'm going to get rid of the Miraidon. And we're going to leave it to Iron Hands for the rest of the game, which I might regret. No regrets? Maybe? And we are doing enough damage here to knock this out. I am going to go with... Do we go... Like, we're going to take 2 lightning. We don't need the psychic energy at this point. Do I just go straight 4 on the... If they boss KO this, right? But then what are the odds that I can get energy on... No, we're not going to get... Yeah, we're going to go with the 2 and the 1. Because we're not going to get... Probably not going to get an Ampy very much. I could have gotten an Ampy very much play. But I don't think it would be worth it. Because right now they're still not one-shotting in Iron Hands. So we've got at least 1 more turn to set up a little better. Okay, they're going to vacuum away the baton anyway, which is unfortunate. We should still have 1 more. But that does kind of color the way that we approach the rest of this battle. Ugh. No Rugrats? No, Rugrats are great. They're just gonna combustion for 50, right? No, they've got it. They got it. But they're only gonna knock out the Miraidon. However, the Vitality Band is annoying because that makes it hit for 220. It's still short. It's still short, so I think we have to swing into this Charizard right now. And what's also annoying is that they don't play the Rotom or the Pidgeot, so we can't take 3 prizes in a single swing. I think that Future Hands does way better against Pidgeot, Rotom versus Bibarel. I think in order to win, like, do we... 2-2-1? Is that the play? Or 3... I think it's 3-2. 3 swings. Well, I guess 2-2-1 would also be... would also be the same amount of attacks. So let's see what we do. I think at the very least, if we swing into the Charizard right now with Iron Hands, they are not one-shotting Iron Hands. So yeah, if they're just hitting Miraidon, that's fine. And I'm not going to try and be cute. I mean, I'm always cute, but not going to try and be cute in the game and mess this up with some shenanigans. I think we 2-hit KO the Charizard. We 2-hit KO the Charizard and then take 3 prizes, and then we just try and get a Gust KO on something else here. Okay. Can we get Generator Baton is what I'm looking for here. And hopefully they don't have Generator 2. Just 1. Okay, that kind of sucks. Generator Baton. I don't have enough cards here in order to... I don't think I need to bench anything right now. Iron Crown's not going to do anything. We're going to swing for 200. And hopefully they're stuck here. They've got 6... they can refresh with Scovit. That's annoying. If we can tank this hit... Oh, man, they're probably going to go into a fresh Charizard. It's fine if they go into a fresh Charizard. Totally fine if they go into a fresh Charizard. As long as we don't... If we get vacuumed again, that would be very sad. So let's see how they play it. Do they want to give up 3 prizes? They're going to switch. Okay. And just swing for... And that's fine. We have game in hand, basically, as long as they don't... No! Okay. 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 That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. What we can do... There's a little bit of a gamble here, right? If we go in, we can Prime Catcher up the Charizard on the bench, take 3 prizes, Arven for Pokégear, and hopefully off the Pokégear we can grab a boss and then end the game that way. I think that's the play. And I could be wrong. Okay. If we go attach a second energy. But what do I need to facilitate this play right now? Yeah, so Pokégear for sure. Yeah, it's just Pokégear. That's it. and that's for later. And we might as well bench the Iron Crown at this point. We Prime Catcher up the Charizard. And we pray that in the following turn, we can get some sort of Gust KO option. And we can win. Please. No. Okay. Now, the thing is, they still need 3 attacks to win, right? We've got multiple kicks at the can here. Right? They knock out the Iron Hands here. Theoretically, yeah, they still have to take 2/2/2. As long as we have this board state, they have to swing 3 more times, which gives us multiple opportunities. Now, granted, we also have to get a 3rd Iron Hand set up, potentially. How many bosses do we have? We still have 2. Both of our bosses are still in the deck. And they're at the bottom of the deck. Now, that's actually kind of a problem. Is there a way to shuffle them up? Now, they could countercatch. What are they going to countercatcher here, though? Technical Machine Evolution? What? Are they actually going to go for that right now? Or they're probably just thinning, right? They got to be just thinning. Arven shuffled. Okay, countercatcher. Interesting. Okay, they take out an Iron Crown. That's fine. That's actually fine. Go ahead. Do all that damage. That is for show. And Nikki D, welcome. How you doing? Okay, Town Store. Here we go. Just in case, I will Town Store here. And I will brick on the Town Store. Just to shuffle them up again. I could make things better. I could make things worse, but we do have our 2 boss in the deck. There's no tools. That's fine. Let's go Pokégear. If we have boss, we win. No! Okay, we're going to thin. Let's go and get research out of here. And we can attach to... Yeah, we'll attach to Iron Crown here. We're not going to get the win, unfortunately. Not right this second anyway. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we can countercatcher off the Arven now at this point. So let's go and... can we thin even more? Is it worth just trying to grab stuff out? Like if we get rid of, say, Nest Ball. We don't need Mew at this point. Don't need Mew at this point. Thin. And we just swing really hard. 220 arm press. They have to go in with the Radiant Charizard. They could go in with the fresh Charizard. Yeah, never mind. But we still have... Yeah, we still have 2 countercatchers in the deck and 2 boss. And assuming they're not prized, and I should have prize checked. That was something I really wanted to do is... And I should do. As a player, at the very first deck check of the game, I really should take inventory on what I have and don't have. That's my red flag as a Pokemon TCG player. I play too fast, and I don't think through all my moves. Part of it is just like I'm inherently an impatient person. And this game definitely requires me, in particular, to slow down and really think about things a little more. I could sequence things better. Part of it is the stream as well, where I'm also trying to talk and make this more entertaining. Sometimes I'm in a conversation with you guys about completely unrelated things. Sometimes we're talking about related things. Okay, Cryptomaniacs Deciphering, they got to get Riz out of here. And so I'm not necessarily playing at 100% strength, which is, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Actually, you know what? Mew might have been okay to keep because I could bench Mew here, potentially thin my hand, and then draw 3. But let's see how they play it. If they just attack with Charizard, they lose. They can attack with that Charizard, and they should have the energy for it at this point. Because they did Super Rod, yeah. All right. Yep. Reasonable take. They are going to play the Collapsed. And the Collapsed is not... That's not going to matter too much to us. Yeah, we can get rid of an Iron Crown here. I'm pretty... So 160... Yeah, at this point, it doesn't even have to be an Ampy very much. So let's just get rid of an Iron Crown. That's fine. But let's see. Are you going... Yeah, they got to go in with... They're going to go in with the fresh big boy. I don't blame them. All right. Price checking brand new decks is pretty hard. Yeah. 300 damage. And as long as we have a counter catcher in the deck, then we should be... I should have checked to see if I had counter catcher in there. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Let's go and pivot actually Iron Crown. Jesting. No, I don't have to pivot. I don't have to... let's go with the Iron Crown just in case I have to do any sort of pivoting shenanigans here. Okay. Arven. Okay, we got both of our counter catchers in here. So that's just a matter of... Let's go and blast the Squovit. Good old Squovit. Bailing them out over and over again. We are going to Ampy very much this for 2 prizes and win the game. GG's. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Iron Hands being able to steal prizes and win the game against Charizard. And it's the Bibarel variant, which is actually harder than the Pidgeot one, because Pidgeot Bibarel, you can take 3 prizes on Pidgeot, you can take 3 prizes on Rotom, and you can one-shot those as well. And there's lots of gusting options with the Prime Catcher and the Boss's Orders. The Charizard variant's Bibarel variant is harder in the sense that you don't have those easy multi-prize targets. But I think the way the math worked out was so good for us because they were not able to one-shot an Iron Hands early. Even with the Vitality Band, they were only hitting 220. They needed to hit 230, allowed us to soften up, like to take 3 prizes on a Charizard EX, and then we just had to dance around it, take something else for 2, and so we ended up taking, 1 prize, 3 prizes, 2 prizes as our prize map, and we got away there with the win. GG's. I've covered it on my YouTube channel in the past, and it's a cool deck, but not for me. Okay, looks like we're up against some form of Gardevoir. It could be straight up Gardevoir. It could be... Do you think we could get Ampy very much turn... I don't think we're going to get Ampy very much turn 1. We would have to get incredibly lucky for that. You could feel in some of your YouTube videos. Keep it up. Your favorite tea. Thank you, Morong. And yeah, it's been a rough go. Making the videos has been really hard this last month of just like furious coughing fits. It's been hard. But I've been trying my best. Okay, here we go. So, I really don't want to attach a... I don't want to attach a future booster capsule onto this. Oh, we have no energy for Miraidon, though. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, let's see if I can string this together. We need Mew. And let's see if we can get a... Energy. No, we brick. Okay. I'm going to burn the second Techno Radar and try and get a Miraidon along with a Iron Crown. Okay. And let's draw 2 cards before we Arven here. And hopefully we can get the pieces we need. Okay, we get a Psychic Energy. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now we can Electric Generator Switch Cart, and I don't have to stick the... Oh, no, I can't switch. Okay. Switch Cart, and I think we Switch Cart Baton. Yeah. There we go. Yep. So we switch into the Miraidon. I'll put the Baton on the Iron Hands, and let's go grab another Town Store, and we will grab another Future Capsule. Put that on this Miraidon, and we will swing for 100, taking our first prize real quick, and let's go grab some energy. And we have the Mew down to help us draw cards, Iron Crown to get the damage boost. We've got the we have the Baton so that we can move the energy between Iron Hands. They've only got one energy. Odds of them attacking right now are pretty low. If they bump the stadium, that's actually fine, because then we can play Town Store and then draw even more cards. If they don't bump the stadium, we only have one to work with. So let's see what we can do. Ah, they trapped the other. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they're I find that deck to be a little too inconsistent. Okay, they're gonna go for the evolution here, which is fine. They get the Gardevoir EX out. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able. Oh, okay. They must have another TM evolution, right? I feel like TM evolution is probably your... they're only going to get a Gardevoir EX up. But, oh, Mimikyu. That's annoying, but we can beat that. We can beat that with the Miraidon. And we can even beat that with... we don't put energy on the Mew, though. So... Okay, let's see how they approach it. Let's see. I'm going to guess their teleportation burst into the Mimikyu to try and stall for time. And at that point, we're going to put the Future Booster Capsule on the Iron Hands to retreat. I don't like it, but that's kind of how things are going to go. And then we'll just knock out the... We're going to be 10 damage short if they put the Charm on the Mimikyu. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Is Gardevoir doing good after rotation? It did lose a lot of important cards. And it is not what it used to be. 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, we're going to be... Oh, they didn't put the Charm on. They didn't put the Charm on. That could be a mistake. All right, we are going to go and put the energy on the put it on the Iron Hands. Put it on the Iron Hands. Let's go and draw 2. And Counter Catcher is not going to help us right now. But we will put a Future Booster Capsule on the Iron Hands here. And that helps us retreat. And we'll go into this Miraidon. And we're just going to blast through the Mimikyu. I don't even care. Doing really good damage to the Mimikyu, in fact. And let's go and attach to the other Iron Hands. We got our Ampu Very Much ready to go. We've got our second one ready to go. Unfortunately, we are not going to have access to an endgame Miraidon if it comes down to it, because we've got the Psychic Energy now. But the fact that it's taken 2 prizes already is amazing for us. We all have to be careful, though. The Drifloon could potentially one-shot the Iron Hands here, and that would be very sad. Gardevoir is the deck we're going to be playing next, but we'll be playing the League Battle deck straight up. So it could be a bumpy ride. We'll find out. Yeah, right now, post-rotation, the only deck I've been playing is this Future Hands deck. I know it's one of the hot decks right now, and I just wanted to make sure that I got some testing in and was able to... Ooh, they might Counter Catcher us or Prime Catcher here. Yeah, Counter Catcher. Yeah, they're going to blast the Iron Hands here, which is unfortunate. And I really hope we can draw into a... See, this is where we can move the energy now to the Miraidon, so we've got another attacker. Because, yeah, they're not going to hit the Miraidon here. At least I don't foresee them doing that. So yeah, I would hit the Iron Hands with the Baton. They might hit the Iron Hands without. Let's see. Oh, are they just gonna... Really? They're just gonna hit the Drifloon right now? I don't agree with this. Hero's Cape? Okay. Yeah, I think they're going for Iron Hands right now. Otherwise, why would you go this hard to knock out this Miraidon? But that gives us energy. We can move 3 to here and then attach an energy to the Miraidon, and then we got a... We probably have another single prize attacker later. And hopefully we can get one more Iron Hands. Yeah, that's the one to blast. Though, did they really need all that energy here? They went way too hard. I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to discard it anyway. 1, 2, 3. We will get our Ampy very much on the following turn. And yeah, this is not set in stone right now. Actually, do we want to get another Iron Hand set up? Or do we just go with single prize attackers going forward for the rest of this? We might actually do that. So if we take 2, no, if they go in with the Gardevoir, then we're kind of screwed. This is actually, I should have done... Okay, I'm going to gamble here. 4, 2, 1, 0. If we go with the second Miraidon, I'm going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Okay, we're going to do this for science. Okay, we're going to attach energy to this Miraidon. And I will grab... This is... Let's grab Arven. And we will go and... amp you very much for 180. We'll take 2 prizes. I should have grabbed Boss. Arven gets us more stuff. We get energy. Okay. Okay. I think the play, if they knock out this Iron Hands, is go in with the Miraidon with the lightning energy and attach to this Miraidon, and then we will Arven for... I think we've got outs. We've got outs. We have Prime Catcher still, right? They're going to need to Gust on top of that. So let's see how this goes. Uniforce, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, let's get weird with this. Screamtail. All right. Screamtail's not... No, well, if they've got a modifier, they could go after the Iron Hands. Yep, another counter catcher. Man, they've got so many counter catchers. And what are they going to blast up? Okay, Iron Crown. I don't like this for them. This is bad. This is bad for them. Why would they do this? They lose. They lose. Can someone explain? Why would you hit the Iron Crown? You just make it easy for me to Iron Hands and win. Oh, they can snipe out the... Okay, I get it. They're going to snipe out the Iron Hands on the bench. Got it. Nope, they sniped out the Mew. That's very silly. That's very silly. We should still have capsules, right? Yeah, we still have 2 capsules. What are they doing? What are they doing? Yeah, we've got 2 capsules right here. That's a free retreat into Iron Hands. Takes 2 prizes and this game is over. I think our opponent made a silly there. That is not the way to play that matchup. But I will gladly take the win. GG's. Iron Hands putting in work, taking a bunch of prizes on those single prizers. And yeah, the route that I was gonna take, had they blasted the Iron Hands there, was that for the first one, I would have gone in, like they had to do a whole bunch of damage to a Drifloon or a Screamtail. I would have brought the Miraidon with the Lightning Energy and then attacked with that one. And assuming they didn't have Boss, like they knocked out the Miraidon in the active, I would have then gone in with the one with the Psychic, which then had full energy and could have one-shotted anything. But I really did not like the way our opponent played that at the end. I don't know, maybe there was they saw something I didn't or miscalculated, but yeah, had to take out the Iron Hands there. And they did not, and they just gave us that game. So really unfortunate loss for them, but we'll take the win. GG's. And there we go. That is a look at the Future Hands deck. This is, at the time of this recording, this is the only deck I have played post-rotation, but it's a ton of fun. Has some really good matchups. It does have some not so great matchups here as well, like any Future Box decks that are teching in the Iron Boulder. It's pretty horrible, but the deck is a ton of fun to play, and you can make some crazy comebacks with Iron Hands EX because of that Ampy very much, and the extra damage from Iron Crown is a revelation for Iron Hands. It's so good, so much fun to play. But let me know in the comments. Do you like this deck? Do you hate it? Are you tired of fighting against it already? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. This is my first stream back, which is awesome. And I just realized I'm gonna be away next Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. We're doing an Easter egg hunt for my son with our family, so I'm not gonna be here next Sunday. I'll figure something out, but normally I'm on 10 a.m. Eastern time. And check out the website in3rdperson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Twitch fam, stick around. We're gonna keep playing, but for YouTube, we're out of here. Bye bye.